All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching His word in truth and sincerity. As you can see, this video is going to be brief, but it's on this article right here that you see on the screen, titled "Elon Musk is making implants to link the brain with a smartphone." Now, coincidentally, this is coming around right after the the other little live stream that came out earlier this week about the Neuralink, pretty much putting the chip in your brain. You know, now you're seeing more and more companies pretty much starting to come out with this. Now this is just one of them. Elon Musk, the Tesla. You know, the Tesla dude, he's coming out with this implant that goes in your brain to link with a smartphone. All right, now all of a sudden you're seeing, and this is like back to back, because the live stream for the other dude, his name slipped my mind right now, for the Neuralink thing was earlier this week, I believe Tuesday or so, and now you got Elon Musk right after that announcing what he's about to do with the chip in your brain. All right, all of this is coincidentally having to be in your brain. Why can't it just be a simple little earpiece or something, like the AirPods, like the Apple have, but they want to give you specifically a chip in your brain, or a chip inside of you in general. All right, showing you that they're finna start pushing the chip even more and more, because we're in the middle of the year, going towards the end of the year, so they're introducing it more and more, and it's about to be soon start being pushed on you. All right. So I'm gonna read this article, and I'm gonna get some precepts. So it says Elon Musk wants to insert Bluetooth-enabled implants into your brain, claiming the devices could enable telepathy and repair motor function in people with injuries. Speaking on Tuesday, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX said his Neuralink devices will consist of a tiny chip connected to 1,000 wires measuring 1/10 the width of a human hair. The chip features a USB-C port, the same adapter used by Apple's MacBooks, and connects via Bluetooth to a small computer worn over the ear and to a smartphone, Musk said. If you're going to stick to something in a brain, you want it not to be large, Musk said, playing up the device's diminutive size. Neuralink, a startup founded by Musk, says the devices can be used by those seeking a memory boost or by stroke victims, cancer patients, quadriplegics, or others with cognitive defects. The company says up to 10 units can be placed in a patient's brains. The chips will connect to an iPhone app that the user can control. The devices will be installed by a robot built by the startup. Musk said the robot, when operated by a surgeon, will drill 2 milliliter holes in a person's skull. The chip part of the device will plug the hole in the patient's skull. The interface of the chip is wireless, so you have no wires poking out of your head. That's very important, he added. Trials could start before the end of 2020, Musk said, likening the procedure to LASIK eye correction surgery, which requires local anesthetic. Musk has said this latest project is an attempt to use artificial intelligence to have a positive effect on humanity. He previously tried to draw attention to AI's potential to harm humans. He has invested some 100 million in San Francisco-based Neuralink, according to the New York Times. Now, that's like all the other startups, start out here in the Bay Area. All right. Now, he was actually the one that was in the Neuralink that I was mentioning, and you're seeing it being mentioned on the regular news now, because that was as far as an exclusive that was broadcasted, live streams and stuff. But now they're mentioning it on on regular news networks like CNN. I'm sure they're gonna mention it on Fox and everything else. And then you're like I said, it's gonna start being. They already trying starting the trials before 2020 ends. So you can see that they're going to be pushing the chip even more and more. Like the apostle said, more likely in 2020 they're going to be starting to push the chip. All right, because now they're introducing it like it's a good thing. Having telepathy, this and that, all these other stuff. Yet it's putting the mark of the beast in you, man. And it's continuing on. It says must plan to develop human computer implants comes on the heels of similar efforts by Google and Facebook. But critics aren't so sure customers should trust tech companies with data ported directly from the brain. Now you see how it's all these major companies, Google, Facebook, uh, this Elon Musk from Tesla, all right, showing you that all these companies they're finna start. They're all with the agenda, you know, and they're all going to be coming out with more so-called technology that's geared towards putting the chip inside of you, in your brain, in your body. Doesn't matter. It's still taking that mark of the beast regardless. It says the idea of entrusting big enterprise with our brain data should create a certain level of discomfort for society, said Daniel Newman, principal analyst at Futurum Research and co-author of the book Human/Machine. There is no evidence that we should trust or be comfortable with moving in this direction. He said it. He said it. He added, while the technology could help those with some type of brain injury or trauma, gathering data from raw brain activity could put people in great risk and could be used to influence, manipulate, and exploit them. Yeah, and that's exactly what it's going to be used for, to manipulate and exploit you. All right, because if you had a chip, that they can do a lot to you. It's literally connecting you to everything. It says who has access to this data? Is this data shared with third parties? People need to be in full control over their data, and people don't care about all that. You know, they just care about having the chip and the benefits that come with it, and that's exactly how people are going to think about it because people are simple. All right. So the first scripture I wanted to get is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And you seeing the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua visiting the world he made, all type of strange weather events going on. All right, out here in California, all type of earthquakes been happening back to back. You know, and the Lord is visiting the earth because this is that time. We're in the time of the judgment taking place. A lot of things are about to start going down. That's why you're seeing the Lord visiting the earth even more so. All right, with all type of judgments going on. In verse 3 it says, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and this is what you're seeing going on, especially like I said out here in California, these last few weeks has been a lot of earthquakes going on. They haven't all been real big, but yet it's still been a lot of them happening, and they all talking about leading up to that big one. All right. And it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, these things were spoken of from the beginning. All right. Declaring, like it says in Isaiah, declaring the end from the beginning. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai already laid it out how it's going to play out. And now we're just seeing those things play out now. That's why we're supposed to be measuring the time diligently in itself. All right. Seeing what's going on and filtering it through the scriptures. And it said, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is made manifest, or the end is manifest, and we're seeing that the end is being made manifest. All right, well, like the apostles have been saying, recently, yeah, World War III is the end all be all. Yet before that, they have to push that chip. That's a major thing. That's a major prophecy. Is that chip, and now you're seeing that going on. And all these guys that were saying that the mark of the beast isn't a chip that gets implanted in you, now you're being looked at as a fool, pretty much. Because if that isn't the mark of the beast, then what is? That's literally what's going to be used to stop you from buying or selling. is literally being implanted in your hand, your head, all right, your brain. What else could it be talking about? That's why the end is manifest, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is making it known who his men of the Lord, who his men, his chosen men are, all right, and who he's making it known that his words are true, man, all right, because these prophecies are coming to pass. And we already knew what it was because Yahweh Shem Yahushai revealed it to us, and we're just proclaiming it before it happens. That's what a prophet does. He prophesies. He says it before it happens, all right? And the last scripture I wanted to get is Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept my word, kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, and that's the time that we're coming in, man. All right, that hour of temptation that's going to come upon all the earth that tries everyone. All right, these 2/3 of our people, everybody else in this world, including us. Yet we have to keep the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's patience. All right. And if we, as long as we're doing that, continuing to do what we need to do, all right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's going to keep us from that hour of temptation. Because that hour of temptation is on his way and it's coming very soon, man. All right, sooner than later. And you see that from what's going on. Like I said, the Neuralink conference thing was just earlier this week. Now, they're, like that article mentioned, you got, they're trying to, they got all these other tech companies that's with the agenda that's going to be coming out with their version of little implantable chips inside of you for whatever reasons they want to use it for. All right. And you can see clear as day that that has to be the mark of the beast. All right. There's no denying it that the chip has to be the mark of the beast. All right. This is something that's going to be pushed by all these companies, not this Elon Musk. All right. It's going to be pushed by Google, Facebook, all these big tech companies, man. They're all going to be coming out with different forms of a chip that they claim do different things. Really, it's all the mark of the beast at the end of the day, though, because you have to be get implanted inside of you in order to use it, all right, before it to be beneficial to you. So that time is the time of the end is being made manifest and it's very clear, man. All right. All we have to do is keep the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right. Like it says, keep the word of my patience, man. All right, he's going to keep us from that hour of temptation that's coming upon the whole earth. All right. Hey, so with that, whereas well, the lesson was edifying, I'm going to give all praises again to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. And Shalom to the Akim out there preaching his word, truth, sincerity. Shalom.